Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us across the fence. I'm Fran Stoddard. It's the first Thursday of the month, which means it's recipe time on Across the Fence. Our chefs have prepared a number of recipes that are light on calories but big on taste. Joining me are Carolyn Peak from Williamstown and Marco Ayala from South Hero. So great to have you here.
Thank you.
And now, before we get to the food, I want to congratulate Frances Wagner of Essex Junction. Frances is the winner of our free cookbook drawing from last month. Frances, we want you to know that you'll be receiving your cookbook in the mail any day now. For this month's free drawing, the winner will receive the 225-page full-color cookbook entitled Vegetarian, the best ever recipe collection. The book includes tips and pictures that show how to make the recipes step by step. I'll have all the details on how you can enter the free drawing at the end of today's program. So to get us started with our cooking light theme, I'll turn to you, Carolyn.
Okay.
Take it away. Looks great.
Well, I'm going to give you things for kind of like 3 meals so you can go through the day. And I'm going to start out with breakfast. These are healthy chocolate peanut butter chip muffins. And one of the healthy things in them is yogurt. Now I'm going to take one of these and unwrap it, sort of, and then kind of break it open so you can see inside it has peanut butter chips, it's got the yogurt, it's got actual creamy peanut butter, although I bet you could use crunchy peanut butter and get just as good of a taste to it. So, you know, you can do however you want it. You just treat it like any muffin. You can have there, I'll get that so you can see it a little better. You know, you just put them in the pan and pour the batter in and you're all set to go. So you've got some nice muffins there. Now, next I have, I'm going to get things out of the way here, a chicken noodle casserole. And again, this is one that has good things like, it's got the chicken broth, it's got noodles that you can put into it, or that you do put into it, chicken breast, and then it's got vegetables, lots and lots of things like carrots and celery, and you can just go ahead and put things into it. You might even put other things besides the carrots and celery and various other things that are in here. So it just gives you a really nice lunchtime, or you might want to serve it for dinner, but it's a good lunchtime if you happen to be some of these folks that eat their big meal at noon. So this is something you might want to give it a try. It's fairly easy to put together, and you can just have everybody, you know, it's a 9 by 13 pan. You've got lots for everybody. And then, let me get this out of the way, and this into the way. I had fun with this one. This is Makeover Lemon Pound Cake, and I'm going to just kind of slide things out of the way here so you can really see it, because it's really kind of neat. Again, it uses things like Greek yogurt and, you know, just the lower calorie things. There's not a lot of sugar. It does have 3 eggs in it, so you're getting a little extra protein. And I'm going to cut us off a slice, but before I do, let me see if I can hold this up for you. It has candied lemon slices, and these are fun because you just slice a lemon real thin, and then you have 3/4 of a cup of water and 3/4 of a cup of sugar, and you just boil them for a while till they're soft and everything. And then we have just this nice lemon pound cake. It's got lots and lots of good flavor in it. And, you know, when you get down to the lemon slices, you can either give them to people to enjoy by themselves, or you can cut them into slices to go on top of the cake. So it's really a nice way to finish off a meal. It's light, so you could have it now that summer is coming eventually. We just go from there, and you can have a nice light dessert. And now Marco is going to come in, and he's got some things. Did you want to ask something?
Well, I was just gonna say that your pound cake looks great, and I wish people could smell it because I can smell the lemon.
The
it's
lemon.
so good.
Yes, yes.
Great.
So,
Well, thank you, Carolyn.
you're welcome.
Okay, so cooking light means cutting down calories, not taste. And whether you're working on getting ready for the summer or trying to eat better for your health, you're more apt to stick with the food you're cooking if it's enjoyable. So I kept that in mind when I was selecting my recipes, and my first recipe is a snack. So, how does chili lime Brussels sprout chips sound? Instead of reaching for the potato chips, have these on hand for a healthy snack. It's only 44 calories per serving. So these chips are so easy to make. There are only 7 ingredients. To make them, you remove the outer leaves of the Brussels sprouts and until you have 4 cups. And then you sprinkle them with olive oil, chili powder, lime zest, lime juice, and then you roast them until crispy. And I hope you could actually hear this because they're really, really crispy. So I know Brussels sprouts are not necessarily the first choice of vegetable for a lot of you, but they're definitely worth a try. And also, it's worth noting that there's a whole gram of protein per serving here, so it's really not too shabby for a snack. So I really hope you give this one a try. I think you will enjoy it. You will enjoy them. Now, for a main dish, I wanted something that was light in calories, but high in nutrients and fairly filling. Impossible, you say? Well, it's not. Then you need to try this cherry tomato garlic penne. It's made with whole wheat pasta, so you get the extra fiber, and that is going to keep you full all day. For the nutrient part, this pasta includes squash, basil, cherry tomato, and garlic, which is great for your health. This recipe has only 385 calories per serving and 16 grams of protein. And for the tasty part, well, there is some Parmesan cheese, and that gives it a lot of flavor, and some mozzarella that is a low-cal option. So it's a really great recipe, and I hope you give it a try because it's healthy, it's tasty, and it's also a budget-friendly option as well. Now, I want to take this opportunity to ask you if you have any favorite recipes that you want to share with the Across the Fence Network. Next month, we will be featuring quick and easy recipes. So if you have one to share, send it to us to the address that Fran will provide you at the end of the show. Okay, so now let's move on to dessert because we know that we all love dessert. And here we have a nice way to keep that potassium in check with a Bananas Foster upside down cake. This cake is the best proof that you don't have to give up your sweet tooth while you're trying to eat healthy. I like recipes that are easy to make, and this one is also delicious. This cake cuts down on the butter and the eggs by substituting them with canola oil and Greek yogurt, but it still uses an egg and some butter because taste is important. The sugar content is reduced by using ripe bananas, and to assemble it, it's actually a lot of fun because you make a caramel base with a little bit of rum, sugar, and the little bit of butter, and then you arrange the bananas on top. Then you make the cake mixture, and you carefully pour it over and bake it. This recipe works best on an iron skillet, but you can also make it on a cake pan that has been thoroughly sprayed so you can easily release it. This Bananas Foster cake is only 229 calories, so it's a guilt-free dessert. So I also want to know that there is a lot of very easy ways to cut down on calories. You just have to look for substitutions. And I also want to take the opportunity to remind everyone that on the pamphlet that we send with the recipes, there's also extra recipes, Fran. So it's not just the recipes that you see here, it's also there's about 6 extra recipes for people to try.
Fantastic. Well, they all look really good. I don't need anything right now, but I think my appetite just came back.
There
I
you
love
go.
Brussels sprouts. I love penne and those kind of fresh ingredients. Thanks to both you and Carolyn for these excellent recipes. And I hope I get to sample these afterwards. And now, as always, there are a couple of different ways you can get today's recipe. We'll be back with this one in just a second. You can go online to Across the Fence's website. Go to uvm.edu/extension. That's uvm.edu/extension. And click on the link to Across the Fence. You'll find the recipes on the left-hand side of the webpage. To get the recipes by mail, send $2 and a self-addressed stamped envelope, business size envelope, to Cooking Light, Box 188, South Hero, Vermont 05486. And please remember, if you're ordering the recipes, to include $2 and a stamped self-addressed envelope. We'll use your return address for this month's free cookbook drawing. And even if you are not ordering the recipes, you can still send along your name and address to be entered in the free drawing. That address again is Cooking Light, Box 188 in South Hero, and the zip code is 05486. But before we say goodbye, Marco has one more quick recipe to share.
Yes, I made this lemonade. It's a citrus lemonade, so it's made with fresh limes, fresh lemons, and fresh oranges. And I think it's a very nice way to toast you. Welcome to the Across the Fence family, and welcome to our cooking shows.
Thank you so much, Marco and Carolyn. This is fantastic. I can't wait till next month.
Well, we'll see what the next month brings.
And cheers to you. This has been great. Try these recipes, and we'll be back in a month. So, thank you for joining us on Across the Fence. I'm Fran Stoddard.